This is for Wardley123 on my YouTube channel, July 15th, 2010.
So anyway, I'll tell you a story. I got a few, you meet a few people in this field, and I've met a few friends, and it's good. It's great. So you get to see all these zany, wacky, theories, and you get to see them put in practice. And one friend would look at the clock and say, "Well, I can't eat yet. It's 11:34. I've got to wait till 12 noon, and then I can eat." Serious, this person would look at the digital clock and go, "All right, I've got to wait until the clock says, then I can eat." And it's like, it's like doing interval training or something. That's fair enough. But when it comes to eating, man, eat it. So anyways, our friend is like just freaking out about the clock and the time, and just so hungry. And then they eat so much, so fast, and go, "Oh, I've overeaten." And then, you know what I mean? And then the digestion's getting screwed up because they're trying to fit in like a massive amount of calories in a short time. And then they're trying to eat before sundown, or they're just staying up late at night to eat, eating at midnight, and then waking up feeling terrible, skipping breakfast, getting to lunchtime ravenous, getting to dinner even more ravenous, and just repeating this cycle again. We call it the vicious cycle. I call eating breakfast the delicious cycle. It puts you in a good cycle. Skipping breakfast means you're racing to get calories between, midday and evening time. So you're eating close to bed, and that's not the best, It's better to eat something close to bed than nothing at all. The best strategy is big breakfast, big lunch, and a light dinner, yeah? A light dinner. Or if you need more energy, a big dinner as well. But have your dinner at least 3 hours before you go to sleep, ideally, you know what I mean? If you have big breakfast and big lunch, you're not going to probably need a big dinner because you've already had your 3,000, 4,000, 10,000 calories. You've had that caloric sufficiency, and you're going to notice profound shifts in your energy levels, your emotional stability, and your well-being, and your bliss factor, and all that stuff. It's a lot more fun. Try it sometime. Wake up, drink a litre of water, do your daily activity, whatever it is, and then start your big breakfast, and then a few hours later have your big lunch and then a light dinner, and you will notice profound shifts. Anyone can do it. Doesn't cost any money. See ya. Good book to read. Vegan Bodybuilding and Fitness by Robert Cheek, aka RC, and it's I just actually got this morning here in Australia. It's got some good shots. It's got here Robert training. You see that? Vegan bodybuilder. And it's actually got a good section there for people into raw food, raw vegan. We've got, hope I pronounce it right, we've got Giacomo Machis. There's a raw vegan bodybuilder there. So, for all your people into lifting weights and stuff like that, Vegan Bodybuilding and Fitness by Robert Cheek. Check out the site. Get a copy and educate yourself from someone who's getting the results you desire. Another great thing I regularly read is Vegan Voice. It's an Australian vegan magazine. They do send overseas. It's got some great articles in there. It's a good thing to give to people who aren't really sure what vegan's about. This is the magazine that got me vegan. I went vegetarian for 1 week. I got a copy of Vegan Voice, and I went vegan overnight because I learned about how bad dairy is for your health and the truth about the dairy industry. And I was like, man, I'm out of here. I'm going vegan overnight. This is a magazine. Changed my life. Vegan Voice. And I've got a little wallet here from my friend Michael Arnstein. This is from Totally Tubular Designs. It's a wallet made out of an old bike tire which looks like a Continental GP4000, and it's some bicycle tubes as well. And you can, put all your things in there. And your money. And Freely just got one today. Where are we here? Check out this. This is like a, this is one made out of bike tubes as well. And it's, it's great. I mean, it costs $50, but it's a worthwhile industry support. I mean, you can make this yourself, if you're handy. It's great. So yeah, always good things. Another thing I use on bike touring, a Solio. I power my GPS watch on this, my Garmin. I power my MP3 player. Just put it in the sunshine. And it folds up like that, James Bond sort of gadget. Really good. Solio.com. Little things I recommend. What else have we got here? That's about it. Today was great. I actually had a 15-kilometre running race this morning, and I set a PB, 15 kilometres running in 59:13. That's a PB. Yesterday, I raced A grade on the road bike. So even though I set a PB this morning, I think if I didn't race yesterday, I could have done a little bit faster. Because I think when you race, it saps your speed for the next 24 hours. But hey, I set a PB. That's what it's about. I was happy with that. Talk to you soon. Check this out. This is a 2,000 calorie drink. I've got Alice Spring dates in there, cane juice, and some passion fruit from the garden.
It's a nice hairdo you got there.
Thanks a lot. I styled it myself. 2,000 calorie. So 2 of these, 4,000 calories a day. People say, oh, I'll be just sitting around eating all day. People ask me what I think of Dan, the man. Life Regenerator, I think he's a great guy. He's definitely entertaining speaker, and his YouTube videos are very, very easy to watch. He's got some fantastic things to say. And a person asked me, they said Dan is going to do just a fat and greens experiment to see if he could increase his athletic performance. I think I got that right. If that is right, I think that's probably less than the best way to increase your athletic performance, by cutting out sweet fruit and trying to get more fat from the fermented seeds and nuts and stuff like that. They're fine, but if that's going to be your primary calorie source, or a majority of your calorie source, you're going to have a decrease in your fitness level as your glycogen tanks just become deficient. Glucose exhaustion. I've been watching the Tour de France lately, and there's been a few riders of glucose exhaustion where your glycogen is just, see you later, and they're going backwards. Doesn't matter if you're on a 6.8 kilogram bike, or if you've ridden 30,000 kilometers in the last year and you're the best in the world. If your glycogen is down, end of the story. So if we try and cut out carbohydrate foods, being sweet fruits and stuff like that, we're not going to be doing too well. But hey, you got to try it for yourself sometimes. Sometimes you got to try and make a square wheel before you realise that the wheel should be round. So it's a winter's day here. It's July, and this is a beautiful winter in Byron Bay. I just came back from a 90-kilometre bike ride this morning. I wanted to make it a bit more challenging this morning, so I went out on my mountain bicycle with my knobbly tyres, my dual suspension disc brake mountain bike, and I went out with the road bunch. And they're like, Harley, you going for a mountain bike ride today? I said, yeah, with you guys. And they're like, you're not going to keep up on a mountain bike, you need a road bike. And I'm like, yeah, okay, we'll see if I can keep up. And for sure, we had King of the Mountain preems, every mountain climb, every hill. We smashed up every single hill, and I was definitely up there mixing it with them, and actually jumping across many a climb to take the line honours on the training ride. It's good fun, good workout. I'm pretty smashed right now, 90 Ks. Doesn't matter who you are, how good an athlete you are. If you go high fat and become glucose deficient, you're gonna drop down, and you'll start to question a lot of things. You might question veganism or raw or whatever, and that's understandable, because when you feel shit, you look for options. You look for options. When humans are starved, they'll eat meat. When birds, like pigeons, are starved, they'll eat meat. Check out this pigeon eating chicken in Bangkok.